Hello. Good day, good afternoon. Prinhoundar, it is I, Farmer Ben, back once again. This time on the very last wave of the very last level of this event, the new Mercenaries event. You may be thinking, why are you talking rather than hurrying to get on with things? And you'd be right to think that. However, these are so hard at the moment with the heroes I have that really speed is not actually all that much of an option. Now, you'll see that I am up against currently these three bosses. I've literally just started on them. So far, they haven't hit me, which is awfully good of them, but they will in a second. Their attacks are horrendously powerful, which is going to cause all manner of issues. You can see that at the moment they are taking a little bit of damage, but not that much. And you'll see at the moment the next thing I've done is get my two counter-attackers ready. Now my team consists of counter-attackers because I need to... basically their attacks are so horrendously powerful and their armour is so horrendously strong that the only way I think I've got any real hope of getting through this is with getting them to kill themselves, which is what I've been doing, what I did on the last couple of levels. I'm hoping it'll work here as well. So hopefully this guy, bum, 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 boom, bum, 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 boom. So they've both done a huge amount of damage to themselves. Now, it would literally take my heroes all day to do that kind of damage to them. Literally, like, all day. You'll see now that I am going to kick in with a time stop here. The main reason for this is to just give my heroes a bit of a chance, hopefully, to recover before they all get killed, because they will all get killed if I'm not careful. You can see a lot of them now have no armour. Health is generally quite low. Did I not just chronoblast them? Did I miss that? Or did it just not last very long? Maybe they got... Anyways, never mind. So I did chronoblast them. There's no point in chronoblasting them for a moment because of the... what do you call it? The Dubry thing that... the guy in the wheelchair, what's his name? Let me just double check Von Hagen has put up. I can't actually put anything on them which will slow them down, I don't think. So I don't think chronoblasting them would work here necessarily. So I just have to suck it up for now and hope that I can kind of keep them alive. I'm going to try it. Does it work? Boom. Yeah, no, it doesn't freeze the mana. I had a horrible feeling that'd be the case. Well, let's just hope that in the next couple of turns they don't hit one of the heroes who is most weak, because it'd be a real nuisance if I lost one of them. Yeah, okay, now their mana thing has gone now, hasn't it? Right, so let's freeze them up for a moment. Freeze those special attacks whilst I clear a bit of board off, hopefully. So my aim, as you can see, I'm sort of holding off on my counter attacks for now anyway. The aim here is more about sort of generally trying to keep my heroes ready for when the mana goes off. So then now their mana is going off. So the first thing I'm going to do now is put all of my heroes, get their counterattacks ready. Now, this young lady here, Leaf, will almost certainly... Well, she'll go off next. She'll be hitting me. Go Leaf. So she has killed herself, which is good. That's kind of what I was aiming for there. So that's one down. I've still got everyone else alive. It's time to lob in another grenade there. I'm going to want to armour everyone up a little bit. I could really do with actually getting my green guy ready. He's obviously got some special thing that removes the counter, the time stop effect, which is annoying. I'm not quite sure how he did that. but he is no longer time stopped, and very, very obviously my yellow guy is very, very low on health. So I am going to use a couple of these doodads here to flick the screen around, because they don't actually count as moves, which is quite good. You'll see how very, 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 very little damage is being done by my actual tile damage and everything else. It really is nearly nothing at all. Right, let's see. Hopefully a bit of armouring up. Von Hagen is about to go off, so let me get my two special skills ready here. Counter-attacks straight down the middle. He will have done a fair amount of damage to himself there. Good. That wasn't what I meant to do. Let's slide this up here. Worth bearing in mind at this point, you can sort of see quite how long that I've been playing for 12 minutes, still not quite at the point where I am ready to actually sort of try and finish them off or anything like that, and I'm relying on them killing themselves to finish themselves off. Boom, that's another one gone. So that just leaves Von Hagen. If I can, do I want to? No, I don't know if I do. I want him to hit me, I think, at the moment, because I've got both of my counter-attackers up. Well, I think he will almost certainly kill anyone he hits, and I don't think there's anything much I can do about that, but the amount of counter-attack damage he will do would be really, really, really useful. So at the moment his health is at 262. He had 7,000 health. That's crazy. So I'm going to slide the green across. I'm relying on him basically hitting somebody hard enough to kill himself off, or at least largely kill himself off. Boom. Yep. So he's 971 damage left on him there. I am going to chronoblast him now. The vague hope that he doesn't, that I get a couple of turns to just try and keep some of my heroes alive, is what I'm looking to do. I'm going to flick the screen around there with my tactical reset. As I say, they don't count as an actual move. So my yellow counter-attacker is ready. Not my purple one. I'm going to not use him now, which is a risk, because I can see he's got his standard attack ready, and his standard attack is horrendously powerful. I want to be able to get my two counter-attackers ready for when his special goes off, which will be pretty soon. I'm going to armour them up. Well, they might survive now. Their health and armour have crept back up again, which is nice. Let's see. This is obviously going to feed him a lot of mana, but that's fine. That's what I want at the moment. He's going to hit my... Oh my goodness, all five are alive. Phew, well there you go. That was it. The event is over. Hurrah. You can see quite how hard that was, and I'm quite... I got quite a reasonably strong team. I gave up with any pretense of doing it quickly. I do get a time bonus, which is astonishing, really. There were no attempt to do it quickly. Health was always going to run out, because you just can't... Well, I couldn't take enough battle items to keep me going with health. Total score, 91887, and that then means I'm at the end. Well, you've shown true leadership, Commander. Yes, I know. That was expertly fought. You have put all my mercenaries to shame. Indeed, I did. I demand a rematch. Oh, sorry, hang on. I demand a rematch, boss. I know we can beat them the next time. Has anybody else noticed he looks like the guy out of Team America? Just saying. Their luck will run out, and when it happens, we will triumph again. Maybe. It was pretty hard. That may be so, but this time the commander reigns victorious. We shall see again in the next Jungle Showdown. Jungle Boogie. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, jungle Boogie. There we go. Phew! So I get all of the loot. Nice little bunch of loot. World Energy Flash, Risk Computer, Crowbar, Defibrillator, Mercenary Ticket, and a Lifesaver. And I've come in at 40th. Now, looking at the leaderboard, 40th is obviously way down here. But from my point of view, 40th is going to be is pretty good. I'm more or less happy not to push for higher, because if you look at the rewards, and it's always worth considering the rewards on these things. I'm currently 11 to 100. To get more rewards, I need to go up to the top 10. To get less, I would need to drop out of the top 100. Now, at the moment, with 2 days, 3 hours to go, it's not impossible I'll drop out of the top 100, so I may need to keep an eye on things for that. But the chances of me being able to push for the top 10 would require an awful lot of effort, and I am quite low on battle items already. This whole event basically has caught me by surprise with, firstly, when it arrived, and secondly, just how hard it's been. So I'm really short of the battle items needed to sort of get very high quick scores, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that, but yeah, I'm going to be content with 40th for now. If I drop at any point, if I find I'm down to about 70th, then I will probably start thinking about improving levels. So I've got a reasonable sort of way to fall before I start to panic yet. I'm not going to be pushing for top 10 because there just seems to be little gain from doing that. The items you get for top 10, there's a couple of nice bits. The tactical mask in there is quite handy. Another couple of 4-star ascension items, 50 more of the little tokens. But in fairness, I don't think it's worth killing myself for, frankly, to try and get into that top 2 to 10 rank. Certainly not going for first. I'm really quite happy with being top 100 as long as I can stay there. Phew. So so just quickly to recap on my team, because I know I was sort of talking and thinking at the same time, which is always something I find hard. I ended up with a rainbow team. Now, ideally, if you can, you want to take more reds to speed up your tile damage. I decided against doing that, mainly because I decided I needed Bridget for the armor stacking, which was what kept me alive. I needed Throttle, as he's my only healer, to keep me alive, or at least help me stay alive. I needed Rana and Flint for the counterattacks, which was the only way I was going to beat those guys. And then Thrasher on the end there was my only red. Now, the first few levels on the event, I had all red heroes, but by the time I got to the last one, it was clear I was never going to get away with it with just red heroes. My tile damage was high, but simply put, the power of the bosses was way too high. I don't have a red healer. It's pretty noticeable that if we look on the leaderboard, I'm pretty sure Jocasta will figure. There's Jocasta on Scarecrow's team. Oh, he's got Blunderbuss. Already got Blunderbuss. Blunderbuss will be a bit of a game changer, a bit like Wukong from what do you call it? Empires and Puzzles. Liu Han. No, Jocasta, but he's got Wyatt as a healer. There we are. So you can see that it's the teams who've got the best healers that are going to do fairly well. No, Jocasta there, but you've got El Mariachi or whatever his name is. 4 reds. Yeah, they're the ones who are pushing. Some very strong red. Oh, I just checked Dron, didn't I? Juxtaposed Camel. Again. Who's his? Is this guy in the healer? Is it? No, who's the healer? Oh, maybe he's got away with it without a healer, has he? Oh, it looks like JC's done it without a healer. Well done, Mr. Camel. Thundergun Express. They're not showing their team. Pecky. Yeah, so most people have a very sort of similar range of teams. There's Jocasta again. A few people I did think would probably go monochrome red, which is a good option if you've got the heroes to do it. I don't, not really. Not at the sort of 4 and 5 star range. Spud I'm seeing quite a bit. I haven't got Spud. I only ever pulled 3-star zombies. And so there you go. So some very taking lots of reds is one way of doing it. But in my opinion, just with the heroes I have, I decided to go for multicolour and just complete it rather than get a particularly high score. So there we go. I hope there was something in there that is helpful for everyone. I'm sorry that, as I say, my team which I used there was fairly specific. I would recommend them. I mean, they didn't make it too hard for me there. I mean, they did a pretty good job. The two counter-attackers, as you can see, Rana and Flint, did most of the damage. The enemy bosses killed themselves more than I killed them. And with attacks that powerful, that's a really good way of doing things. Bridget kept everyone alive with the armour, and Throttle was the healer. Now, a healer is good. It doesn't have to be Throttle. They've seen a few of them, Wyatt, Jocasta, people like that. Thrasher is just a puncher, really, that booster and puncher. But as I said, my tile damage was very low anyway, so it was reliant really on his special hit. But really, for the strategy I use there, it's the other four heroes that are the ones that actually really matter. Yeah, there we go. Hats off to the people who've done really, really well on the event. It doesn't surprise me to see some of the names that are up there. They're the sort of players you would expect. Players that have got some really, really good heroes from summoning and whatever else. As anybody who's ever watched my videos will know, I don't ever seem to have much luck in the way of summons. I could do a summons on the event now. I'm probably going to leave it, though, because I've only got one, and the chances are I'll just summon some rubbish hero I don't need. So I'm going to hang on to them for now and save them for the next event. Anyway, so thank you for watching. This has been Farmer Ben saying please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and all those other things that YouTubers always talk about. May death come swiftly to your enemies. Peace out. Goodbye.